Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be doing a foundation first impression on the MISSHA Perfect Cover BB Cream. So if you'd like to see a 10-hour wear test and my thoughts, please keep watching. So I did just order some string lights to put back here, so hopefully that will kind of brighten up this room a little bit. It's crazy how many lights I have right now, and it's still super dark back there. Like, I have the ceiling light on, my diva ring light, my vanity light, a smaller vanity light, the window, and it's still like super dark. So hopefully the string lights will help, you know, maybe if anything that'll just be nice to look at. I don't know. But anyways, so I'm super excited to try this out. I feel like everybody I've watched on YouTube that has tried this really likes it. So I cannot wait. Let's go ahead and see what's on the box. So this is the box right here. I did purchase mine off of Amazon. So this just says M Perfect Cover BB Cream, SPF of 42. I have the shade 27, which I think is the darkest shade. This says this pairs makeup and skincare with a BB cream that helps brighten skin tone, care for wrinkles, prevent signs of aging, heals blemishes while providing excellent coverage. Let's see, is there anything else on here? It says it has UVA and UVB protection, brightening, wrinkle-carrying benefits, and high coverage. After basic skincare, apply appropriate amount along the skin texture and finish with powder. No additional sun protection is needed. So like I said, I have the shade number 27, Honey Beige. Let's go ahead and open it up and see. So this is what it looks like. If you guys remembered when I hauled this in an Amazon video, I think it was, I was saying I wonder if it's a dupe for the IT Cosmetics CC cream by any chance. This just says the exact same thing on the packaging. I actually really like the packaging. To me, it looks, even though it's like a plastic bottle, it still looks kind of expensive, you know what I mean? And then it does have a pump, so that's always a plus. So as always, I'm gonna go ahead and prep my skin, and then while my primer's really sinking, I will read you guys some information about this BB cream. Also, I busted out my fall headband, yay! As soon as fall is over, I'm like patiently waiting for it to come back. Like, the only reason why I like summer is because I can get tan. Other than that, I hate the heat. Like, I don't like the heat at all. My skin is feeling like pretty dry today, so I'm going to go in with my Laura Geller Spackle Hydrating Moisturizing Primer. You guys know this is like my favorites, so I'm going to apply that. And for moisturizer today, I just used the Clinique, what's it, gel? Clinique Moisturizing Hydrating Gel or something like that, or jelly. I think it's called like the Clinique jelly stuff. I don't know what it is, but it's not very moisturizing, but I do like it on days that I'm gonna do my makeup, because I feel like if I put on a super thick moisturizer, it makes the foundation like come off my face. Does that happen to you guys? And then I'm gonna go on top of it with this Wet n Wild Photo Focus Rose 3-in-1 primer. Okay, so let's read some information about this. So I'm going to go ahead and read what it says on Amazon, because that's where I bought this, but then I also went to the MISSHA website, so we'll see. So this is rated almost 5 stars out of 2,300 people. I paid $10.58. It is also an Amazon Choice product. Flawless coverage, smoothly conceals imperfections, balances skin tone, and visibly smooths complexion for a youthful, perfected look, dewy and moisturizing. Keeps your skin hydrated and soft with powerful ceramides, hyaluronic acid, and glutathione, RC. Naturally conditioning, infused with nourishing botanical essences. Has plant oils, rich marine extracts to replenish the look and feel of skin. Hyaluronic acid, it says, helps infuse moisture for firming looking skin with reduction in appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. It has rosemary and chamomile extracts, fragrant herbal botanicals that help the complexion appear calm and balanced. Oh, this is pretty much the same. Bright and glossy skin tone, covers blemishes, creates bright skin tone, moisturizing and hydrating skin, contains hyaluronic acid, skin calming effect, contains rosemary leaf extract and chamomile flower extract to aid in skin healing. So according to Amazon, they only have this in 5 shades, but I'm pretty sure when I looked at the website, it came in a couple more, so Alright, so that's everything Amazon says. So now I just went over to the MISSHA website. So on the, you can get 10% off if you're a new customer. So on the MISSHA website, this comes in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you can get this in 7 shades on the website, but it also retails for $22 on their website. It has 5 stars out of 847 reviews. Okay, I actually didn't get the darkest shade. I got the darkest shade that Amazon offers, but if you go onto the website, you can get a shade 29 and 31. So there's 2 darker shades than this one. This is number 27. Alright, so let's go ahead and try it out. So as always, I'm going to use a sponge on this side and a brush on this side. I'm just going to give it a quick shake just for whatever reason. I feel like this happens to me a lot with yeah, okay, so getting this to come out is kind of a pain. It is. I think it's gonna work, but I feel like I needed probably like the darkest shade if I'm being honest. Mine doesn't really have a smell. Okay, it's thick and creamy. It kind of reminds me of the IT Cosmetics CC cream, just like the feel of it, and it does have kind of like a clean fragrance smell. Like a clean smell, but it's not overwhelming at all. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply this. I do feel like this shade will work for me right now, but I feel like if I self-tan or get a little bit tanner, I'm gonna have to get a darker shade. So I'm just gonna use this Sephora sponge and press that in. So yeah, I think that this shade matches my face right now, but my face isn't as tan as my body, but I think I can make it work. So far, it feels lightweight. It looks nice with a sponge too. I am using all of it to just do this one side, so that's something to keep in mind. So I think that looks pretty good. I just want to look up close. Okay, I feel like this is probably medium coverage, light to medium coverage. I don't feel like it's full coverage, which on most days, if my skin is obeying, I don't mind having like a light coverage foundation and then going in with a full coverage concealer. That's like my perfect base on my good skin days. But if I have anything I need to cover up, then I would like to have my foundation be full coverage. Right now I don't really have, like, my skin is cooperating with me, so I don't really have much to cover right now. So I would be happy with this, but I feel like if you wanted more coverage, you could definitely add more, because this feels super lightweight. It doesn't feel heavy. It doesn't look cakey. There is like a nice glow to it, which I do really like. So let's do the other side with a brush. But this sprayer, it's like really messy. So I don't really, I mean, it is what it is, but yeah. I do feel like it did oxidize a little bit on the back of my hand. So I'm going to use this Morphe Y7. I told you guys, like, this part is broken, so you can kind of hear it when I do this, but the brush is so good, so I just keep using it. Okay. Definitely getting way more coverage with the brush, which that's usually what happens. I just prefer, like, personally, I just like how foundations, BB creams, whatever, look the best with a sponge, no matter how much product I have to use to get the coverage that I want. If you didn't want to waste the foundation, BB cream, whatever you wanted to use, I would definitely suggest using a brush. But sometimes when I use a brush, it can make my foundations, whatever, look more matte, and sometimes I want that dewy look. But if you want to get the most bang for your buck, I would definitely use a brush. This looks really nice with a brush too. And I'm getting like way more coverage with less product than I did with the sponge. I mean, it looks like both sides are equally as glowy. Okay, I guess the sponge side is just a smidge more dewy, but it's not like, I would be okay with using the brush, I guess is what I'm saying. So I'm just gonna look up close. Okay, I feel like I need to go over the brush side with the sponge because I feel like I can see some brush strokes. So for me personally, with having like dry to normal skin, I think the best way for me to apply this would be with a brush and then go over it with a sponge. And then I'm just going to take the rest on the back of my hand so I'm not wasting any, and just kind of apply it in the areas I want a little bit more coverage. I think I will end up buying a darker shade of this, like probably like the darkest shade, and then if the darkest shade is a little bit too dark, which I doubt it, but I feel like I will just have to mix the two. But I feel like the downside with Korean skincare, like foundations and stuff, they never have like super dark shades. So like I feel like the darkest shades in most Korean brand foundations, BB creams, whatever, are probably not even like dark enough for me when I have a self tan. So that is a downside of this, but it does look really nice. It's weird because it feels like it's pulling matte in the center of my face, but it's glowy on the perimeter of my face, on the outer perimeter, which is weird. But other than that, it looks really nice, and I did kind of build it up a little bit and it doesn't look cakey or anything, so that's a plus. I do feel like though it's gonna like really go in this laugh line that I have right here. So whenever I try out a new foundation, I feel like I have to keep saying BB cream too because this is a BB cream. I always look to see if it goes in that laugh line on this side of my face, and then I always look to see if it goes in the lines that are on my forehead. I don't know why, because it really doesn't matter because I have bangs, but I always like to see, because sometimes products don't go in the lines of my forehead and other times they do. Normally when they go into the lines of my forehead, I know that the foundation's gonna kind of like crease throughout the day, so that's just like what I keep a lookout for. So yeah, it does look a little dry around my mouth. Cheeks look good, neck looks good, everywhere looks good except for right here, but I am pretty dry right here right now. So this is what my skin looks like up close. It's more of like a matte dewy finish, which is weird, right? But it does look nice, and I do think it's very, very similar to the IT Cosmetics CC cream. Like, this by far is the closest thing I've tried that would be somewhat of a dupe for that. So let's go ahead and apply some concealer. I don't need a full coverage concealer right now because that BB cream was pretty full coverage, so I'm just gonna use, I need to use up some of the stuff that's in here. So let's use this Master Conceal from Maybelline. This is in the shade 10 Fair. Like, this concealer can be full coverage, but it's not as full coverage as like the Amazing Cosmetics concealer. I love that stuff. I'm just gonna apply that. I guess we're going for a super bright under eye today. And on my nose. I feel like I haven't had a super bright under eye in a while, so I kind of want one. Now I'm just going to press that in with this Morphe E45. I've been trying to stay away from right here. Normally I would bring my concealer all the way in, but I feel like that is another reason why my makeup kind of cakes around my nose throughout the day, because my skin can't really handle like a lot of product. As much as I would love to always have like a full coverage glam all the time, it's like my skin cannot handle it. Like, does not do well with super thick products or super full coverage stuff. Okay, and then the rest of my face with my sponge. Wow, I don't remember that concealer drying down so fast. And then I always like to go over like the bottom part of the concealer with my sponge just to pick up any additional product that I don't need. So yeah, I think that concealer and BB cream look really nice together. Like, that's a nice combo. And the concealer is really affordable too. Okay, here's what my skin looks like with the BB cream and the concealer. It looks really nice. I think they look good together. So I'm going to leave you guys to do my brows off camera, and then I'll come back and I'll apply some powder. I've been trying to wait as long as possible. It's like this new thing I've been doing whenever I apply foundation and concealer, just to really let the foundation and concealer set down completely, like as much as it will, I guess is what I'm trying to say, and then I'll go in with powder, because I feel like if I go in with powder immediately after I apply those two things, I can like start to look cakey. Like then I'll add more powder than I need really, you know, because I didn't give it time to like really set. So I will be right back. So I'm back, brows are on. I forgot to tell you guys the call time before I left. It is now 1 o'clock. I'm pretty sure I was done at 12:50, so I'll just make the call time 12:45 because that's when I was done applying the BB cream. So let's go ahead and apply some powder. I actually am not as sticky like I was before I left you guys to do my brows. So I'm gonna try to keep this like affordable product. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the Coty Airspun. This is just in the shade Translucent Extra Coverage 70-41. I didn't know that this comes in different shades, if you guys didn't know. I wanna see if they have like a more medium tone one for when I have a tan. That would be awesome. And I'm just gonna press where I'm going to apply my bronzer, which is right here. I don't really want to get rid of the glow. I also don't want my products to look muddy either. So it's kind of like you can't have both, I feel like, unless you're gonna use like only cream products, which I like doing, but I feel like I can only do cream products if I plan on wearing my hair up for the day, because if I don't, my hair gets stuck in my face and that drives me absolutely insane. I always set my neck because I don't want it to transfer onto my shirt. And then I'm going to set my forehead because like I said, I don't like it when my hair sticks to my face. So I'm just going to set up here as well, and a little bit in between. And then I'm just gonna feel, and then I just need to add a little bit more right here. And I think I'm good on that side, so I stopped setting my under eyes completely because most concealers actually dry down on me and don't really crease. The only time I set my concealer before I apply eyeshadow is if I'm using like a glitter or like a pressed pigment and I don't want it to get stuck in my concealer. But on the days that I'm just doing like bronzer in the crease or no eyeshadow at all, I just set right underneath, because I do crease like right on my lash line, but I don't crease like down here like at all. So I have been waiting to put like the Laura Mercier translucent secret brightening powder for under eyes. I've been waiting to apply that until I go in and apply my lower lash mascara, and then I literally just put like little dots underneath just so that way my mascara won't transfer, but I stopped setting like this entire area. So this is what my skin looks like with the BB cream, the concealer, and some powder. It looks really nice. I'm just gonna look up close. So that powder obviously did like mattify the skin. But I feel like if you just wanted to apply the BB cream with some concealer, brows, lip gloss, out the door type of thing, like something for like a super quick no makeup look, well, depending on how much of the BB cream you apply, because you can't get full coverage, it's always gonna look like you're wearing makeup. But you guys hear what I'm saying? Like, I think that would be perfect if you just wanted to apply the BB cream, some concealer, and be out the door. I think you would be just fine. Or if you just wanted to apply the BB cream just for an even skin tone and no concealer, I think that would be good too. And then you could really keep that glow, like the glow from the BB cream. And obviously I matted it out because I plan on applying some more products, but I think this might look even pretty with the BB cream and then just a cream bronzer and out the door, and that's it. It sucks for right now because you have to wear a mask everywhere. It's like everybody's kind of forced to set their foundation or it's going to get on your mask. So that's the only downside. But if you're, you know, just running errands and you don't care about that, you know, whatever. But I'm going to go ahead and jump off here and apply the rest of my makeup, and I'll be back to let you guys know how everything went on and then let you guys also know the products that I used. Hey guys, so I'm back. I'm going to let you guys know everything that I put on my face. So for my eyes, I just used this KKW Beauty eyeshadow palette. This is the, I want to say this is the classic palette. It doesn't say, I wonder why it doesn't say. I'm pretty sure this is the classic palette, but for some reason it's not written on here anywhere. But I just used the matte cream shade and this matte kind of like light camel shade. Those are the only two shades I used. And then for blush, I went in with Milani Luminoso. I just wanted to add a little bit more glow to my skin. These next two things are my new favorite. So this is the Clinique Powder Pop Flower Bronzer in the shade Solar Pop. Oh my gosh, you guys, at least the prettiest glow. I love it. And then I went on top of it with the Clinique Powder Pop Flower Highlighter in the shade Lunar Pop. This is my new favorite bronzer and highlighter right now. I'm obsessed. Then I just ran a little bit of this JCat Beauty white eyeliner in my waterline. For mascara, these next two things are my favorite, two my new favorites. This is the Milk Makeup Kush Lash Primer. So it's just like the white primer that you let dry and then you go in on top of it with your mascara. My new favorite mascara right now is the Lancome Monsieur Big. I need to buy a full size. It's so good. For lips, I used the Kylie Cosmetics Coconut Lip Liner, and then I used MAC Angel. You guys, this is so good. It's like my favorite nude pink. And then I went on top of it with the matching MAC lip gloss in the shade Angel as well. Just checking to make sure that's everything that I used. So I think everything looks really nice. I was able to bring back the glow that I matted out with the Airspun powder by using the, like, what would you call this? It's like a, it's not a satin. What would you call it? Like a luster type shade. I don't really know, like a healthy glow bronzer. I don't know what you'd call this, but I think whatever makes this amazing, it brought back the glow that the powder matted out. And then I love the Clinique highlighter. I feel like that just brought back like the natural glow from within type of thing, I guess is what I'm saying. But everything looks really nice. I didn't have any problems blending anything or anything like that. I'm just gonna look up close real quick. It did kind of go in my forehead wrinkles, but my forehead has been super dry lately, so I think I just need to really get in there and like exfoliate seriously like 3 days in a row and just apply like a super moisturizer every single day. But anyways, other than that, everything looks really nice. It did go in this laugh line right here, and I feel like it's getting a little cakey around my mouth, which I kind of already figured that would happen when I first applied it. I could just tell like that was gonna happen. But other than that, it looks really nice. I think it looks like skin. It feels lightweight. It doesn't feel heavy at all. Oh yeah, and then I use this to set my face as well for some more like added glow. This is the e.l.f. Dewy Setting Mist. Haven't used this in a hot minute and forgot how intense the sprayer is. Like it's intense. So if you do have this or you want to get it, it is good, but make sure you hold it back farther because I forgot and I was like, dee, and it went. You know what I mean? So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and leave you guys and I'll be back for my first check-in in about 4 hours. Hey guys, so I'm here for my first check-in. I think I'm gonna start doing my first check-in using my iPhone so you guys can just see what my makeup looks like in different lighting, different lenses, I guess like different like cameras. I don't know. Seems like a good idea, but we'll see. I just ran up the stairs, so I'm like out of breath. But anyways, this looks so good. So I just went to Starbucks, and you know, if you look at your makeup in the mirror in the car, it almost always looks bad, right? But this didn't. So that never happens. So that means that this is amazing, right? Anyways, so let's look at it. You can see. And you know what's crazy is I thought that the shade was going to be way too light for me because my body is tanner than my face, but it actually is perfect. My tan is starting to go away because I haven't been laying out at all. And this shade is perfect for me. Right now, my tan is fading. So I guess I would suggest that if you just self-tanned, you know, like the day you self-tan and then I would say the first 3 days of a self-tan is the best, and then it starts to fade. This would be good for a day like 5, 6. If you like prolong your fake tan for like a week, this would be like the perfect shade for that end of the self-tan when it's like going away. But let me zoom you guys in so you can really see it. I really need to work on these eyebrows, but it looks so good, and in person it just looks so smooth and so airbrushed. Not really airbrushed, but just so smooth. Like this just looks smooth. I don't know. It looks so smooth, so soft, like a soft matte, little bit of dewy glow, you know, since we did set it with powder. But I'm like literally obsessed with this. I've already told a couple people to buy it, And yeah, I think this is the closest dupe to the IT Cosmetics CC cream by far. So I'm a little bit surprised that I like this foundation as much as I do. I'm sorry, BB cream. Because normally when everybody's like, oh my gosh, it's so good, I love it, it like never works for me. You guys know this. Like every time a lot of people don't like something, that's when it works for me. Very rarely does something work for me that everybody loves. So I'm super happy with it. I'm gonna be jumping between this BB cream and my new favorite one, which is the Physicians Formula Silk Elixir foundation. Like, that's good, but that's just foundation. This one's actually a BB cream, you know, skincare and makeup. So hey guys, so I missed my 8-hour check-in because we decided to go on like a 2-hour walk, totally last minute. So I missed it, but it is 9:30 right now. So I've had this foundation on for another hour and 15 minutes. Will be 10 hours, so about 9 hours and something, 9 hours and some minutes, and I just want to see how it's holding up. I'm kind of glad we went on a walk because it is a little bit hot outside, so I can really see how this foundation wears as opposed to me just wearing it and being in the house all day, you know? So I'm just gonna look up real close. I do feel okay. So from a distance like this, when I look at my vanity mirror, everything looks flawless, right? But like up close, I do feel like it looks a little cakey on my forehead, a little cakey around my mouth, which I mentioned after I first applied it. I just had a feeling it was going to do that. This could also be because my skin is very dehydrated right now and very dry, but I feel like if you had oily skin, you probably wouldn't have to worry about like the dryness coming through. Hopefully this makes sense, but I feel like too, like almost like less is more with this product. I did kind of build it up. I feel like I could have done my entire face with maybe like 1.5 pumps of it, and I used a lot. I feel like because I did one side with a sponge, one side with a brush, but I feel like next time, and you guys will see me use this again, I should just do 1.5 pumps throughout my whole face and use a fuller coverage concealer, because I feel like it's just a little heavy. Which is crazy because what's weird is the IT Cosmetics CC cream, the one in the silver tube, I'm not sure where it is, but the original one, the one that's in the kind of clear white silver tube, and that one is full coverage on me, but it breaks up. It's weird. But if I use the matte one, which is the green IT Cosmetics CC cream, and this is an oil-free matte, this does not break up on me. It looks amazing, and it looks really good on my dry skin as well. But what's weird is like how I was saying, like I feel like this reminds me a lot of the IT Cosmetics CC cream. It does kind of break up like the original IT Cosmetics CC creams. I'm still convinced that this is a dupe for the CC cream. I don't really know the difference between a CC cream and a BB cream, but I'm going to Google it after I get off here just to see what the difference is. All I know is that's the closest dupe I have found that has skincare benefits and coverage like a foundation. So let me know if you guys have tried out both and if you feel the same way. But other than that, I don't feel like I need to powder. Sometimes I have to powder my forehead because I get a little oily, but it's still pretty matte. Like I think I could, like there is a little bit of shine. So I'm just gonna go over quickly, like very lightly with this Rimmel Stay Matte translucent powder. And I'm just gonna use this brush and I'm just gonna press it into my forehead because I just want to see what it looks like after another hour of wearing it, because I want to see if it's gonna get more cakey or it's just gonna be fine. So yeah, it did make it a little bit more cakey. And down here it's starting to break up. I do feel like this is long wearing everywhere else but the center of my face, which is kind of like where I need it, you know? So I just zoomed you guys in real quick so you could see what my skin looks like up close with 9 hours of wear. Like I don't hate it. Like I'm going to continue to wear this. I feel like this is just something that I would wear if I didn't want it to last. Because I have other foundations and whatever that I know will last me like well over 12 hours. This one, I wouldn't trust it over 12 hours unless I can maybe like manipulate it with a primer or just like my skin isn't as dry that day or something, you know what I mean? But just for right now, it's not something that I would trust to be long wearing because I don't like how this looks. And like I said, I could wear the IT Cosmetics matte CC cream, and I know that's gonna last 12-15 hours plus. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and jump off here. I'll be back in about an hour with my final check-in, and we'll see if me setting this got any more oilier or like what's going on. Hey guys, so it is 10:50, so I'm here for my final check-in. So I've had this foundation on for a full 10 hours. Just gonna do one quick up close. Still looks the same, doesn't look any more oily or anything. You know, sometimes when you start powdering you get more oily, or sometimes it just stays matte. In this case it did just stay. I feel the exact same way that I did on our last check-in, except for right here I feel like started to break up a little bit more. I can see it. So this did break up a little bit more on both sides, but everywhere else still looks really nice. But yeah, I like this. I'm going to continue to wear it. I probably just won't wear it for my long days. Like if I just want something for a few hours, you know, like 4 or 5 hours, maybe even 6 hours, that's fine. But if I want something more long wearing, I probably won't go for that. But that's not saying that I don't like it. I actually really like it. I'm gonna keep it on my desk and keep wearing it. And I think I am gonna get the darkest shade. I was actually looking at the swatches, so I think I might get the darkest shade, and then I can just use this when I have like this kind of skin tone, and then I can use the darker one when I have a self tan on, and then I can mix the two whenever I need be, you know what I mean? So yeah, I definitely like this. Let me know if you guys have tried the MISSHA Perfect Cover BB Cream in the comments below and what you think. I know the shade range sucks. Let's just get that out there. Price point's good. Shade range, not so much. But let me know what you guys think of the coverage. Let me know if you have oily or dry skin. Let me know how long you think that it lasted on your skin tone along with your skin type. I think that would be very helpful for other people that watch this video that maybe don't have dry skin, that do have oily skin. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and please don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and then keep a lookout for my next foundation first impression wear test, and I will see you guys later. Bye.